What it do, YouTube? This your boy Shaver Speaks. Last night I did catch a late glimpse of the Flash's new episode, Flashback, and I must say, for it to be an hour long, it was much fucking appreciated and needed, because that shit was fire. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll just speed you up really quick with the recap. Barry, in order for Barry to become faster, he realized that he would have to go back in time against Dr. Wells' dismay to get faster to defeat Zoom, aka Jay Garrick. And so, when he went back in time, they went back to the period in which they went against Hartley. For those of you who don't know who he is, that was Eobard Fawn, aka Eobard Fawn's protege, aka Evil Wells' protege. And so when he went back to that time period, he had to knock. The initial plan was to knock that Flash at that time period out with the tranquilizer dart, which proved to be a bit of a test because that Flash at that time realized, wait a second, what the hell's going on? So they had like a little race going on, and then initially Barry, future Barry, got the tranquilizer dart and put the past Barry to sleep for 6 hours, just as Caitlin said. But the problem arose was when Eobard Fine knew what was going on. Just like in the movies, they always say they pretend that they don't know what's going on. Well, Eobard Fine, just like Wells said, would know what was going on, and he caught on to it. So he knocked him out, took him into that little braille den, I'll call it that, and he asked him a couple questions. He asked him, "Who are you? How'd you get here?" The typical time traveler questions. And then he realized. Then Barry struck a deal with him. He said, "Listen, if you kill me at the time, Vaughn had his phasing hand ready to kill him, and he said, and Barry was like, you know what? If you kill me, you won't go back to your time. But you teach me the speed equation and how you run faster, so I can defeat Zoom. I'll make sure you get home." And so he taught him. And it actually taught us back to like a past episode where he used, if I can remember the correct term, I'll just call it T-Mac for short. For those who know the actual term, just bear with me. I apologize. But he gave him that flash drive in which he learned how to become faster. That would be the evil Flash. And that was really great. So, and then when Barry actually got to that past event, a time wraith was following him. That little ghost, little zombie thing was following him. And so, Marfan told him, if that thing is there to stop him, because speedsters such as myself, when you go back in time, their main objective is to destroy you so then you won't disrupt the timeline. And boy, was it following. Caused a bunch of dismay, a fucked up lab, and we even followed Barry back to his time. So, turns out in order to kill him, you had to use low frequency and high intensity. And upon Barry's arrival back from the past, you see Hartley there. And he mentioned he had dinner. He said, "Hey guys, anytime you need my help, call me. And I am late to a dinner." In which Kaylin says, who is this? Who's the lucky lady?" He said, "Oh, Barry. It's with our parents." And I remember before Barry went back to the future, back to the past, Wells told him if you went back, some things would change, and only you would realize that. And so before Barry had a chance to question, wait a second, Harley, what do you mean by our parents? He was cut off by what Cisco said. He said, "Did you figure out the equation?" And he said, "Yeah." He stuck a little flash drive that Evil Flash gave him. First, he didn't think that. First, he thought it was a trick, and then he hit the little podium thing, and then the equation popped up, and now he said, "I know how to go faster." And amongst other stuff, because at the time Iris as well was going through. She went out with her boss, and she didn't feel right because she still had an emotional attachment to Eddie. So then, upon in which Barry also went back to the past, he also met Eddie, and he said, I was doing like this little video montage for Iris's birthday, and tell her what you would say if it was the last thing you would tell her, and then that's what he did, and then when he got back to his time, he showed Iris that, and then I guess now for the next episode, that's gonna provide Iris with the kind of closure that she needs to move on with her life because time moves forward, man. We can't go back as much as we would love to. We cannot go back. That was a major lesson, and so I'm really glad that happened as well. Overall, I think it was a great ass episode. I can't wait for next week. You know, I'm really waiting for Flash versus Zoom, the Showdown Part 2. I'm really looking for that. I swear this is like a fucking heavyweight title fight right now, man. I'm waiting for it. I cannot wait for it. But you know what? This is your boy Speaks, man. If you like my videos, like them. You know, share them, subscribe to the channel, comment on, comment on any topics you want me to comment on and do a reaction to next. One love to you all. Have a blessed day. I love y'all.